Did you know that the average hot tub cover weighs somewhere between 50 and up to 75 pounds, depending upon the size of it? Hot tubs come in a few different sizes, so that's why you have a little bit of a range. But this is a fairly large hot tub, so this cover actually weighs just about 75 pounds. That's a lot of weight. And that's what we're talking about today in this video is hot tub covers and whether or not you need a hot tub cover lifter. I have one right here. I use it every single time we open the hot tub. But more importantly, for my wife and young daughters, it's almost impossible for them to get the cover off of the hot tub, at least without damaging the cover, without using a hot tub cover lifter. So we're going to get into all of the details of that today in this video. Now, first I want to show you what it looks like to take this cover off without using the lifter, just so you have an idea of it. So the first thing you have to do is fold it in half, kind of like that. That's going to make it a little bit easier to manage, still a little bit tricky. Then you kind of have to pull it and not drop it in the hot tub while you're doing that. And then just kind of like gently set it down like that, and then kind of lift it up and set it off to the side. And hope it doesn't fall over or break something in the process of doing all that. So as you can see, that was a bit of a workout, even for a guy like me who's relatively strong. For my wife and daughters, that would be virtually impossible to do. So we're getting into all of that in this video. We're going to talk about hot tub cover lifters and how much they cost. Some are as low as 60 bucks. And then we're also going to talk about the lifespan of your hot tub cover and how much length you can expect to extend that by using a hot tub cover lifter. We're going to get into all of that and more. And let's get going right now. So before we get going, I'm going to put the hot tub cover back on my hot tub. That way you can see that process and what that looks like too. First thing I'm going to do is kind of inch it over towards the hot tub, and then I'm going to lay it onto the hot tub's edge. I'm going to try and line it up with the side of the hot tub. That way it doesn't just fall plunk right in the hot tub. Then I'm going to lift from the bottom. I'm going to push it flat along the edge. Again, hopefully not dropping it in the hot tub in the process. Once I get it lined up fairly good, then I'm going to go ahead and close it. But for the purposes of my video, I'm going to leave it half open for right now because I like you to be able to see the water in my videos because this channel is all about hot tubs. Anyway, let's keep going. So, like I mentioned, for my wife and daughters, it's virtually impossible for them to get the cover off of this thing easily, and it's even harder for them to get it back on. And in the process of doing that, it could really damage the hot tub cover. We've had this hot tub cover lifter here for about a year. I put it in myself. This hot tub was here when we bought the house, but it didn't have a cover lifter, so I added it about a year ago. But at our last house, we did not have a hot tub cover lifter. We did have a hot tub that I bought used and fixed up and got going, but we never had a lifter at that house. And my wife and daughters would open the hot tub kind of just like you saw a minute ago, and then when it came, but they couldn't actually like gently set it on the ground, so they would just kind of push it off the cliff, and then they could never get it back on, so it would just lay there in the yard until I came home from work and was able to put it back on there. But what we noticed over time was a lot of damage to the hot tub. I'm going to show you specifically some of the places on the hot tub cover that we were noticing getting damaged. Let's look at that right now. So what I was noticing was damage along the seams. It's sewn right here. The pieces of fabric are sewn together. And then of course there's hard foam inside of this part and more like soft styrofoam inside of this part. But there's seams along here and here and here. And then there's zippers and all you can see even on my hot tub cover, there's starting to be some wear and tear. That's just from general weather and sun abuse. But we noticed tearing and ripping on every seam that generally was just because of how they were removing the hot tub cover from the hot tub, pushing it off the cliff, as I said earlier. So all of that began to get damaged. The inside foam inserts became exposed to the water, both the water in the hot tub and from when it rained. The hot tub cover started to get waterlogged and it started to smell really bad too. So all of that can be avoided by using a good quality hot tub cover lifter. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff Campbell. This is my channel, Hot Tub Owner HQ. I also have my website, hottubownerhq.com. And both on this channel and my website, I'm sharing all of the best tips that I've learned in owning 4 different hot tubs over about the last 15 years or so. I'm not an expert by any means. I've made a ton of mistakes, but I've learned from those mistakes, and those are the things that I'm sharing with you in the hopes of helping you avoid some of those mistakes. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It's a great way to send a signal to YouTube that this is a decent video that deserves to be seen by other hot tub owners just like you, but also smash that subscribe button and the bell notification button too. That way you get notified of every video I put out. If you own a hot tub or are about to buy one, I can guarantee at some point you're gonna have a problem that I cover in one of my videos. It's a great way to stay connected too. And if you ever have any question, leave me a comment down below in one of my videos and I'll do my best to answer it. I'm answering every question I can right now, so I'd love to hear from you. So a hot tub cover is gonna cost you from anywhere from like $300 on the low end, maybe as much as $600. I don't know about you, but that for me, that's a fairly large amount of money. And it's not an amount of money I wanna spend unless I absolutely have to. So that's one of the reasons that a hot tub cover lifter helps you. You don't have to replace your hot tub cover as frequently as you would if you didn't have one. And the only way that's not true is if you are incredibly strong and every single time you open and close the hot tub, you very gently pick it up and set it down. And for almost everyone, that's going to be virtually impossible. A little bit later in this video, I'm going to show you more details about my hot tub cover lifter and exactly how they work. So I mentioned earlier that the average hot tub cover lifter costs anywhere from $60 up to maybe close to $200. And I'm going to show you how to use my hot tub cover lifter, which is kind of in the middle of the price range there. I'm going to show you that here in a second. But if you're on a budget, any hot tub cover lifter is better than none. And my favorite one is from Spa Depot called the Slider Spa Cover. And that is currently under $60 on Amazon. I'm going to show you a picture of it here on the screen, and I'm going to link to it in the description down below. It's a great way to get started with a hot tub cover lifter that doesn't break the bank. So I promised you that we were going to talk about hot tub cover lifespan and how much you can expect to extend that by with using a hot tub cover lifter. So a normal hot tub cover lasts somewhere between 5 years and 7 years. Whether it's covered and protected from the sun is probably the biggest differentiator in that range. And like my hot tub cover is obviously getting beaten down by the sun every single day. I don't have any sort of cover over it. So you can definitely extend that lifespan by having some sort of cover. But if you have one like mine, just using Armor All or some other protectorant on a somewhat regular basis will help with that. But if you use a hot tub cover lifter, that's going to extend the life up to about 10 years. And that's because, like I mentioned earlier in my story, dropping it on the ground puts a lot of wear and tear on the joints, particularly where it's sewn together. So you can extend the life of your hot tub cover by up to 10 years by using a hot tub cover lifter. And as I mentioned, hot tub covers can be upwards of $400. So you don't want to have to buy a new one any more frequently than you absolutely have to. Another ninja trick to extend the life of your hot tub cover is to take your cover off every time you add chemicals to your hot tub. When you're adding chemicals, you're adding harsh chemicals like chlorine or bromine and other things that sanitize and oxidize your water. And your cover's not really designed to soak those things in. But if you add those things, turn the jets on and then close it back up again, guess what? All of those chemicals are going right into the underside of your hot tub cover. So you can extend the life of your hot tub cover significantly just by opening it up, adding your chemicals, turning the jets on, and then closing it back up after a few minutes once the chemicals have had time to dissipate. That one simple trick will definitely help extend the life of your hot tub cover. Now the moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to show you how to use my hot tub cover lifter. every hot tub cover lifter, brand, make, and model are all going to be slightly different. So yours may vary slightly if you don't buy the same exact one that I have, but generally speaking, they all work pretty much the same. So just know that no matter which one you get, it's not going to be radically different from what I'm about to show you. I do have another video though, and I'm going to put that link in the description. You'll also see a card for it at the end of this video that goes into a lot more detail about my hot tub cover lifter. But let's get going now. Right now it's in the down position, if you can see. That's just in case you want to get it out of the way, and I usually do that for my videos. But to make it work, we want it to be in the upright position. It's got a hydraulic arm, so it's not hard to push it up or down. Now, the next thing we're going to do is come back here to the hot tub cover on the back end and fold it in half like I did earlier, but we're not going to drop it on the ground this time. So now we fold it in half. Then I'm just going to kind of come back here and I'm going to grab the handle and I'm going to just pull it towards me like that. The weight of it almost does the work for me, but I'm just going to give this a gentle push. I could do this with one hand, one finger, and it just kind of collapses like that into the holder. And it's just going to stay there until it's time to put it back on. To put it back on, it's almost just as easy. I'm just going to push. Again, one finger does the work for me with that hydraulic arm. I push it forward, and then I just fold it in half again and let it fall down. And it's good to go. Once again, everyone, my name is Jeff Campbell. This is my channel, Hot Tub Owner HQ. I also have my website, hottubownerhq.com. And I'd love it if you joined me on this journey by giving me a thumbs up. It's a great way to tell YouTube that this is a decent video that deserves to be seen by other people. Then smash that subscribe button and the bell notification button too. That way you can stay connected and find out every time I'm releasing a new video. I'm putting out 1 or 2 videos every single week, and I know there's going to be something that I cover in a video that you need help with. And then leave me a comment down below of what you'd like to see in a future video. If you have a question about a product or an accessory or anything else related to hot tubs, I'd love to hear from you and see if I can help you. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.